Okay, so today is Thursday, May 2nd. It is the first Thursday of May, but last week I already did my looking ahead to May, so I don't have to do that. The first thing I have to talk about, which is something that's probably readily apparent, I fucking shaved. So I had been saying, I was like, I want to grow out the beard and the stash, like a playoff beard for the bar and everything, because I did that the last time I took the bar, and that went really well, but I'm gonna be honest, I just would rather be clean shaven. The mustache, it just kept getting onto my lip and a little bit in my mouth. And I don't like that. And sure, I could just trim it, but I just prefer being clean shaven. I see myself on a video or in the camera. I'm I just look so fucking scraggly. I hate it. Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like that look on me personally. And I don't mind the idea of being all right, this is a point where I'm not going to shave until I take the bar. Again, like a playoff beard kind of thing. Pan that real quick. I feel like that would make more sense to do after I've started studying. Where it's okay, this is not some nebulous thing that is going to happen. Now it's fucking time. I'm all in. Actually all in, not like a Jerry Jones all in, but I am locked the fuck in, let's go. That makes more sense to me. Taking the pen out about a playoff beard, I just want to talk about the NBA playoffs real quick. Something I say, I am a very, very casual NBA fan. I watch games when I can, which is not always all the time. I watch more of inside the NBA than actual basketball. I will not lie about any of that. But I am an OKC fan. I am so fucking happy that the team was good this year. And I was oh my God, we might actually get the 1 seed. Hell yeah. And then we did. And we swept the Pelicans. We sent them to Galveston. to Cancun to Galveston. That shit was killing me, man. Now I understand this was a team without Zion. They were without their best player. So it's not the most holy shit, we really made our mark and everything, but hey, a win's a win, a sweep's a sweep. I will take it. Based on what happened last night, it looks like we're probably going to play Dallas in the next round, and we'll see how that goes. I feel like Dallas is a team that OKC can beat, but it's also a team that, yeah, they're a very, very good team. I would not be surprised if Luka was the MVP of the league this year. So, I guess this is the best way I could say it. It's not that I'm quite quaking in my boots, because this is not an unbeatable team by any means. I mean, hell, the Clippers have already done it twice. But it's not a team where I'm yeah, we're going to cruise. I'm not worried at all. I'm hoping for honestly, I'm hoping for an OKC sweep. It's what I would like to see happen. I don't think it will, but I'm expecting a good competitive series. It might not be a long series. It might only go 5 or 6, but I feel there might be a blowout here or there, but I feel for the most part, it's going to be a competitive series of games. There's other stuff going down the list. So, I think it was last week where I was talking about my work situation and how 2 weeks prior, there was a power outage on the one day I worked. And then the next week, there was a power outage when I worked. And then the next week, I was able to actually work. And I was yay, everything's Gucci. Last week, on the day that I was scheduled to work, there was not a power outage. But the weather was so shitty because there was a full-on storm. It's actually been storming kind of on and off the last few days. It was, not last night, it was Tuesday. Today's Thursday, Wednesday. So yeah, it was Tuesday night / Wednesday morning, there was a really bad storm. I had trouble sleeping because of all the lightning. But, because the weather was so shitty, I wasn't able to work. I was why the fuck does this keep happening? But I worked yesterday to make it up. It looks like I will be going back to at least 2 days a week starting next week, which I am very, very, very much looking forward to. Hopefully, this will be the opposite of last year, where just my hours were getting slowly cut and slowly cut and slowly cut. It seemed so far it's going to be all right. Slowly working back, which works great for me. That sounds fantastic because I want to be able to go to work. Let's see, other shit that happened. I started going back to the gym and it feels good. The fuck? Oh, no, sorry. I just noticed there was a spider crawling on my windshield. It's like, what the hell? Oh, that's fun. That's right. There was a spider in my car the other day. This is the tangent. I didn't even write this shit down. So I was helping Clay do some shit on the roof, but to do that, I actually didn't go on the roof, but we needed to get a ladder. So we went to Church's house, got the ladder, put it in the car, and I think because it was in the garage, there was a spider in the ladder, and it was just on my, like, big mirror. And then at one point, I just see the spider go from the mirror, and it starts crawling on the roof of my car. And that was Saturday, and I haven't seen it since. I don't know if it's chilling somewhere in the car. I don't know if it escaped. I don't know if it died. But I was like, it's like a yellowy brown spider. It's a Willard. Like, I don't, it's not a brown recluse, is it? Because I don't really want there to be a brown recluse in my car, but, yeah. Anyways, that's a fun thing that happens. I think it was within these past 7 days. I watched 2 movies. I still want to watch Abigail. Haven't had a chance to do that yet. I watched Tron Legacy, which was like a week after we watched Tron, and I watched The Secret of NIMH. So, both of these are movies I had seen before. The first time I saw Tron Legacy was in theaters. I saw it in IMAX, and it's something I always say. It's like, this was the first movie I ever saw in IMAX, and I thought it was sick as hell. And I remember not really getting into it aside from like the visuals and the soundtrack. So when Wyatt and N7 were like, yeah, we want to watch Tron and then we want to watch Legacy, I was like, I'm really down to watch Tron because I've never seen it before. I'm personally not super hyped to watch Legacy again, but who knows? Maybe it's better than I thought it was. Maybe I was just overly critical. I just want to have a good time. And I watched it and I had a good time. Like, is this movie good? From a writing standpoint, from a character standpoint, from a story standpoint, it's not really. It's fine. There are parts that feel very cliche. There are parts that feel like they're just kind of happening because they need it to happen rather than it making sense, like what happens with Rinsler by the end of the movie. Which even then, every time I heard Rinsler, my brain just went, the Rizzler. It's fine. The visuals are amazing. The soundtrack's amazing. Jeff Bridges honestly gives a couple really good performances throughout the movie. It feels like he is really carrying it in that regard. Again, like aside from all the work that the visuals and the soundtrack are doing. But it was really interesting because my 2 friends who had not seen it before and didn't really know what to expect were like, huh, that movie was garbage. Like, it looked great. It sounded great, but wow, it was really bad. And me, who had already seen it and wasn't impressed, was like, I don't know. I had a good time. Like, I'm not gonna defend the story or anything. I don't think anything you guys said was wrong. I just wasn't as critical of it. And then, it was a couple nights ago, I watched Secret of NIMH, which is the second time I've seen that, so kind of like the second time I've seen Tron Legacy. I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't get into it, which was also like 2012, 2013, just for whatever reason, it didn't click. And watching it the second time, I would still say, I don't think it's my favorite Bluth movie. I think that's probably still the original Land Before Time. But this is a very good film. Like, I love the look of the owl. I love the look of Dragon. It's like, this is just a cat, but it looks like it's Hellspawn. This is incredible. I had a really, really good time with it. I'm almost done with Unicorn Overlord. I am in Albion, which is the church territory. Which, from looking at the walkthrough, because I don't, follow the walkthrough, it's just nice to look at it and be like, okay, about kind of what's my progress. It looks like I don't have a whole lot of quests to do here. So I'm going to do that. Then I'll actually do the Ring of the Maiden, do all the sanctuaries. There's a high-level liberation quest in Cornea, and then I'll probably do the final map. So I'm hoping to finish it by the end of the week. I don't think I'm going to finish it today. Maybe I could finish the church today, depending on how long these maps actually are. If they're not too long, then maybe, but I have other shit I kind of want to do. You know how it is. But by the end of the week, I would love to have the game done. I've been really, really enjoying it, but it's kind of been just the thing I've been doing. Like, anytime I could redo Messiah, I have started it. I've read 50 pages, But I'm also like, I don't know, I could be playing Unicorn Overlord right now. So I'm hoping that when I'm done with Unicorn Overlord, I'll be like, cool, let's fucking read Dune 2. And then I'll be able to read Dune Messiah and, like, not be distracted by shit. Shit I did read, though, is I finished Land of the Lustrous, Hoseki no Kuni. I think it was yesterday, or the day, no, it wasn't yesterday because I worked. It was Tuesday. I binged the last 10 chapters or so. I think it was on like 99 or 100, and then it went on hiatus, and I just hadn't picked it up before the hiatus, and I, kind of reread a couple things. It's hard to really judge the series and say what I think about it, because, I read so much of it, and didn't get the ending, and it's been like 2 or 3 years since I read that shit. Actually, no, when did I read it? It might have been 2021. I don't think it was 2020. It might have been 2021. Oh no, it's only 2024. I don't know why my brain keeps thinking it's 2025. It's fucking stupid, but temporal displacement, I guess. It's been about 3 years since I binged the manga. So I don't know how much I like the ending in terms of everything that came before it. From what I remember, it works and I liked it. I loved the penultimate chapter. I don't know how to say it without really going into spoilers, but I'll say it like this. You get to really see Foss's evolution, which is, one of the big themes of the series, but it really emphasizes it in the final chapter, and I loved that. If there's one thing I've always loved about Land of the Lustrous, it's how beautiful the artwork is, and it was still, like, quite beautiful in these last few chapters, but it was, like, just Foss's expressions in the penultimate chapter. That was, like, the fucking cherry on the sundae, man. It was absolutely gorgeous. Let's see. What the hell does that even say? Oh, funk. I had no idea what the fuck that said. I've been kind of in this weird funk for the past... It was from, like, Friday to about half of Monday. It's not that I was, like, depressed or anything. I think it was a combination of the weather not being very good, and it just made me feel less motivated, and playing a lot of Unicorn Overlord and not doing other shit. I just didn't feel like I was as that's really what the word is. I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be. I was getting a lot of gaming done. I was getting quite a bit of writing done, pin in that, but I didn't feel like I was getting all that much else done. Like, I wasn't watching any Atlanta, I wasn't watching any Shogun, but I kind of picked that back up halfway through Shogun. We got 5 episodes left to go, me and my dad. I'm hoping to watch another couple today. I still haven't done those fucking Survivor videos, so I think the next one's gonna be like a 2-parter. Maybe later this evening I'll be able to record it. I'm hoping Sunday. I might even do it like Saturday or some shit. I don't know, but I want to get those done. Atlanta, I have started season 2. I've seen the first 6 episodes, which means that I have officially gotten to Teddy Perkins, which I watched early. I mean, I'd already seen the episode before, but I watched the first 2 episodes and then skipped to Teddy Perkins, specifically because I wanted Clay to be able to watch it and I knew he was available. And then yesterday I watched the next few, and the barbershop episode's so fucking funny. I loved it. That was the last one I've actually watched. So I have, I think, 5. This is the only season that's 11 episodes. Sorry, but I talked about, like, yeah, I got shaved. I need to get a fucking haircut soon. Like, there's so much of this fucking shit, man. It keeps getting in my face, or like close enough to my face, and I can feel like it's warm, so my hair is starting to get sweaty, and that's uncomfortable. I should do that today. I don't know if I'll do it today. Maybe like Saturday or something. I'm not going to do it tomorrow. Anyways, point. Atlanta season 2, it's going great. I'm very much enjoying that. Did that one. I did that one. I did that one. So I think we just take the pen out and talk about writing for a bit. So there's Severance, there's the visual novel, and there's Orichalcum, which is a manuscript I finished. So I've been talking to an editor to work with me on the Orichalcum manuscript, and we're gonna start in a couple weeks, and I'm very much looking forward to that. And with Severance, I've been doing some of like the appendix shit. Like, for example, like, I understand how the magic system works, and I feel like with like context clues. It's very easy to understand how it works here. It's like you have a gemstone. Each gemstone has its own magical effect. And for example, like a ruby will just kind of make you stronger. So you pull from the ruby, you kick ass. An emerald will give you more stamina. So you can travel longer. You won't get hungry. You can stave off the cold, etc., etc. And what I want to do is, like, I don't want to have it just in the text or like, all right, this does this, this does this, this does this, because that's just very exposition-y and doesn't feel natural. So I'm making like an appendix in the story where you can check it. It's like, this is what this one does, this is what this one does, with some flavor text. So I've done most of those. I have all the gems written and like their effects. It's just like the flavor text. I need to finish on a couple. I've done character bios for the main 10 characters, including like the main group and then the main antagonists. And it's like, here's the character, here's some information about them, some of which never shows up in the story because it just doesn't. But like, this is stuff that I think is still interesting about the character, and I feel like the audience maybe would want to know. It's just not something that ever really gets discussed in the text, but here it is. Here's like a couple likes, some dislikes, and I just wrote a haiku for everybody because I was like, this is kind of fun. This is kind of neat. I want to see if I can do this. So I am going to have to do that later with some of the other characters, like our like side characters or our really big like lore characters. But I'll do that when I do that, and then I actually be going through the text, which is what I was doing, and then I got distracted by doing appendix shit. That's really it, aside from one little thing. I think I almost died a couple days ago. So, I think it was last week, in my Thursday video, I talked about how there's this road I often drive on, but it's been under construction, and it's finally finished, and how fucking happy I was. So, Tuesday? Yeah, it was Tuesday. Tuesday I was going to the gym, and I was going pretty late, like around like 5:30-ish. Why did I make that weird face? That was weird. About like 5:30-ish. So I go down the road, because I'm like, this road is the best way to get to this destination. And I go, and at the very end of the road, it's like, no through traffic, fuck you. Like, why? This wasn't here like a couple days ago. You finished construction, man. But whatever. So I turn around, and I start going back up. And there's no issues. I'm listening to music. I'm chilling. It was a Third Eye Blind song. I specifically remember it was, Never Gonna Let You Go. I think that's what it's called. It's that one. I don't know if you actually could hear me humming. I don't know if it picked up on the microphone. But anyways, it's that one. So I'm driving, and I'm in my lane. Like, I am not doing bad driving. I'm not like going way too fast. I'm not like, hey, no one's here. I can be in like the middle of the lane like an idiot or anything. I am in my lane. I am going the speed limit. I think I'm even going maybe a little below the speed limit, like a couple miles, because I'm just relaxing. I'm like, I want to get to the gym, but I'm really in no rush. I can chill. And as I'm going, because I can't really see, like, there's like this dip, you know? So as I'm going up the dip, I see a fucking truck, and not like a Ram truck, like a big Optimus Prime kind of truck. And he's in both lanes, and he is flying up toward me. And I see this thing, and I like quickly swerve a little bit out of the way. So I go from being on the road to kind of in like, it's not really a ditch, but like slightly off the road. I see they immediately swerve, and no one gets hurt. There's no issues, there's no collision. But I'm just sitting there, and I keep going thinking like, oh my God, that thing was huge. And it felt like it was going fast. Like, the speed limit here is 40 on this road. I think he was going like higher than that. And if I was going like 5 over, I think I would have ran straight into him. And I don't know if I would have survived that. Holy fucking shit. And it's something I've said, how there's been kind of like this theme with a lot of the media I've consumed this year, with Freerin and Zom 100 and Persona 3, about, you know, you gotta maximize your time, you gotta maximize your life, because you don't know how much you have left. I'm like, yeah, my time was almost up. What the fuck? Holy shit. I don't know what I'm going to do with that information. I don't know if that's something that's going to change my life and my outlook, or just like, I don't know if I'd say that was neat. I'd rather it not have happened, but okay. I should get back to doing what we're doing. But that's that. I thought I would share it. I guess it's not the most pleasant way to end a Thursday video, so I guess I'll say this. On April 30th, that was on April 30th, so that was on Tuesday. It's Gonna Be May Day. I made a YouTube short, like a short song cover of It's Gonna Be May, because it's April 30th. What the fuck else was I gonna do? And I was like, this is actually getting like a lot of views. What the fuck? It's cool. I appreciate it. And it made me think that maybe that's something I should do more, like actually like making shorts. And my brain was like, hold on. This is what you like really wanted to do when you were watching Friendship is Magic. You wanted to make a video, whether it was like a long thing or like even kind of a short thing, on every episode. The problem was you like watched so many episodes in a sitting that you're like, I'm already backlogged. Fuck it. I just won't do that. I mean, you're backlogged. There's 222 of them. If they're only like a minute each, you could basically do a season in like 30 minutes. Like, I could. And I might do that. I know, it's like, I've already watched Friendship is Magic. I've already talked about Friendship is Magic. I've said a lot about that show. But it's also something I'm passionate about. It is genuinely one of my favorite shows. And while there's a lot of things like I've watched or I've read, and I'm like, yeah, this was really cool, and then it just kind of leaves me for a bit, and like I'll maybe think about it every now and then, Friendship is Magic is still stuck with me. I still have some of the songs in my head. I still remember like some of the faces and the line deliveries. I'm still quoting it. I'm like, maybe I'm not truly done with it. I might do this. It's like, all right, Twilight's Kingdom Part 1 in 60 seconds. Here we go. Party of 1 in 60 seconds. Here we go. Like, we'll see. It's something I haven't done yet, but I'm thinking about it. And if I do, like, season 1, I'm gonna do the other 8. Well, we'll see. But, I think that's actually it for today. Or at least for this video. So, I'll see you later. Hopefully I get that Ding Dang Survivor video done soon. If you get flooded with pony shorts, might be. I think that's it. I'll see you.